Let's quickly talk about how to get a consumer's credit union business credit card with EIN only and a high limit, even if you have bad or fair credit. Don't go anywhere. You're going to love today's conversation. I guarantee it. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you're all doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous. If you already asked me, if you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee, or tea, or vodka, and let's roll. In today's convo, I want to speak to you about how to get approved for a high limit EIN only business credit card from CCU, Consumers Credit Union. And we have a couple of steps here. The first thing you need to do is to join CCU, okay? This is a credit union, so you got to join the credit union to qualify for a business credit card. And the cool thing here is that CCU is a great entity, not only in terms of customer service, but also in terms of the tools, the services, in terms of all the products they offer. They're personal members, but also they're business members. Okay, so you really are part of a family, the CCU family. And what they're trying to do here is that they want to forge relationships for a lifetime. And one thing you need to understand here is that you don't have to meet any geographical, professional, or I would say, professional or biological condition to qualify for membership. Membership follows a simple two-step process. You need to pay a one-time non-refundable $5 fee to the sponsor of the credit union, and this is called the Consumers Cooperative Association. And then you need to deposit and maintain a minimum $5 in your membership share savings account. Okay, and if you have more information, you want to contact 1-877-ASK-CCU, 1-877-275-2228. 1-877-275-2228. And one thing you need to understand here is that even if you are right now an individual member of CCU, you still need to become a business member. And requirements might be different. This is why you need to call the number. And the credit score for borrowing oscillates between 545 and 850, even though the average borrower, according to our research, at CCU has a 680 to 700 FICO score and a business paydex score of 78. Okay, so you want to check things with a credit union first. And one thing we have also seen in our research is that certain products, including business credit cards and business loans, are not available for businesses that operate in certain states in the country. This is why, again, you want to contact CCU to have more information. But the first thing, the very first step is to join CCU. Step number 2, folks, you need to explore CCU's business credit card, okay? So today's conversation revolves around how to get a high limit EIN only Consumers Credit Union business credit card with bad or fair credit. So the card we are talking about is called the Business Visa Platinum. I want you to look on the screen right now. This is a beautiful card, right? Beautiful, beautiful. So this is an unsecured business credit card. The limit is $100,000 maximum. The APR fluctuates between 8.70 and 18.70%, and the speed of application review up to 7 business days. There are no extra conditions except the credit union membership, and the credit score recommended is as low as 545. Okay, and obviously you got to have the right application. Okay, and here is more info about the business credit card. I want you to look on the screen right now so you have a whole idea about this CCU Business Visa Platinum. And again, it's one of those things, if you really are interested, you want to contact CCU directly, you can ask, again, the number I gave you, 877-ASK-CCCU. And this is a card that you really need if you want to run your business as fast as possible with minimum fees. Because the card has no annual fee. Check this out. It has no fee cash advances. Did you hear that? I want to say it again. The card has no fee cash advances, so you can take out cash at any ATM in the whole world and not have to pay anything. You have additional cards available for employees at no cost, individual credit limits available for additional cards. You have a secure online account review and payment options from the CCU site. This is really good, right? You have a Visa's zero liability, which means that you are protected if your card is lost or stolen. You have auto rental insurance on a 24-hour basis for collision or theft damage, which automatically covers up to the actual cash value of most rental vehicles. You have travel accident insurance coverage of up to $500,000 at no additional cost when you travel on common air, sea, and ground carriers. You have travel and emergency assistance services that include medical and legal referrals, emergency ticket replacement, and more. Available 24 hours a day and every day of the year by calling a toll-free number or calling collect outside the United States. So this is pretty good, right? So you have a plethora of benefits here that come with the Business Visa Platinum from CCU. You even have a warranty manager that doubles manufacturer's warranties and grants you the opportunity to register a warranty, extend warranty protection, and purchase extended service agreements. And you have 24-hour member service with live representative during normal CCU business hours. Fantastic. So during the business hours, you want to call the number I gave you, the 1-877-275-22228. Or after hours, you have to call a different number, and that number is 1-866-317-0355. 1-866-317-0355. Step number 3, folks. If your goal is to get a high limit, EIN only, business credit card from CCU, Consumers Credit Union, you need to bank with the credit union. You got to have a banking account or checking account. I don't care, but you need to have some kind of relationship. Very important. Let's talk about business checking. So with business checking, you have different kinds. You have four types. You have Freedom Business Checking. You have Power Business Checking. You have Choice Commercial Checking. And then you have Community Checking, which is for not-for-profits and non-profits. Okay. And one thing you need to understand here is that there are some restrictions around the kind of business that qualifies for a business checking. According to when we went to the CCU's website, they said that the business must be operating in Illinois or Wisconsin, and accounts must be opened in person at one of their many branches. However, CCU will review your whole application and decide on a case-by-case basis if they will open an account in case you're not in one of those two states. For example, we have many clients and viewers who are able to open a business account through other means even though their business did not meet the geographical condition. Okay, so this is why I just want to say here that you want to contact CCU for more info. Okay, and so beside the business checking accounts, because at the end of the day, CCU is a national credit union. They're not a geographically limited credit union. Okay, so beside business checkings, you also have business savings. You can open a business savings account. This is pretty good. You can also open a business money market account. And you can open this account with as little as $500, and you can earn dividends on balances exceeding $500. You can also open a high yield business money market account. This is the kind of account you open with a minimum of $100,000. And with this card, you can enjoy, with this account rather, you can enjoy higher rates on your investment. And so there are several types of information that you need to supply based on the legal structure of your business. But this is the kind of thing you need to call a service center at CCU to have more information. So whether you are a sole proprietor, you're an LLC. For example, if you're a sole proprietor, you will need an assumed name certificate, IRS tax ID letter, or the first page of last year's tax return, a valid pictures and valid pictures IDs and Social Security numbers ID for all account signers. The thing is, you don't want that. If you want an EIN only business credit card from a Consumers Credit Union, you want to go for LLC. That's the best. And with an LLC, a limited liability corporation, you will need an operating agreement, articles of organization, IRS tax ID letter. This is the EIN letter, or the first page of last year's tax return, and valid pictures, IDs, and Social Security numbers of all account signers. Number 4, folks, you need to explore CCU services. Again, folks, we're trying to establish a relationship that will help you. I'm showing you the step-by-step things you need to do to make sure that even if you have bad or fair credit, you can still qualify for a high limit EIN only business credit card from Consumers Credit Union. Okay, so we're trying to lay out the foundation of the strategy you need to have to get the card you need and the limits you need. So when we talk about CCU, they have other services that you might be interested in. Let me give you an example. They have merchant card services and they have online transfers. So CCU has partnered with First Data to handle the processing of merchant card services. So merchant card services allows you as a business owner to accept credit cards. I'm speaking here about Visa, MasterCard, Amex, or Discover, or debit cards for products and or services provided. And this service will allow your business to grow and keep up in today's tech savvy world, really. Okay, and so if you own your own business, merchant cash and merchant card services allows your customers to use credit and debit cards for purchases they have made. So at the end of the day, what really happens is it's wonderful, it's fantastic. At the end of the day, all of your customers' credit and debit card transactions are electronically submitted in a batch as a credit to your checking account that will be credited the following business day. Isn't that beautiful? That's beautiful. So here is a big decision time. Let me ask you a question. Are you interested in that kind of service? You better be. Because at the end of the day, not every customer will use cash at your store or use cash when paying you. So you better sign up for this. It's important, right? That way you can scale your business. You can get the cash you need and people can pay even remotely. Very important. So if you want to sign up, if you want to sign up for the merchant card services at CCU, you need to contact them or you need to go to one of their branches. Okay. And you also have online transfers, another service where CCU really excels. When your business accounts have excess cash, you can use their online transfers to shift funds into secure savings and investment options at CCU that earn money at higher interest rates. And these things can be done automatically. You don't have to constantly look at your account balance and see when you have to transfer money. No, you just set the limits, and when the limit is hit, the system, the algorithm, will automatically do the transfer, and so that you are constantly making money. And this is just fantastic. So for more information or to apply by phone, you want to call the same number I gave you. This is the 1-877-275-2222, 2228, 1-877-275-2228. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another section of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. We're also having a conversation today about how to get a high-limit, EIN-only business credit card from Consumers Credit Union with bad or fair credit. Step number 5, you need to check out CCU's business loans. This is important. Even though we are talking strictly about a business credit card today, it's important because you never know. If you don't qualify for the business credit card from CCU, you have option B, you have plan B, okay? And this is the kind of stuff that is pretty good. So CCU has a series of loans they participate in, a series of loans that they actually offer. For example, they have commercial mortgages. So if you are looking for a CRE, a commercial real estate deal, you want to go all the way, you want to speak to CCU, they will be interested. And here for all their mortgage products, they want to have loan values up to 80%, amortizations up to 25 years, no prepayment penalty, and a very competitive rate. CCU also has a secured lines of credit. So you have a business secure lines of credit that provide the capital you need to bridge the gap between invoice and collection. They also have letters of credit issuance guarantee that third parties receive the payment due to them. And then you have business construction and development loans that support you with on-demand capital to be used on everything from new construction to extensive remodeling and renovation projects. So you can see that this is a purely collateralized loan. It's secured, okay? It's not unsecured. With TCU, you also have equipment financing. So this is where you actually get a business term loan whose underlying asset is just the equipment that you're buying it with. So it is collateralized, okay? And so for every loan, including the credit card, when it comes to the business, on the business side of CCU, you need 2 documents, very important. You need a personal financial statements, and you need a business loan application. I'll go through all those 2 documents later on. But yeah, if you need more info, call the number I gave you, or you can even email. You can email commercial lending in one word at myconsumers.org. Again, the number is commercial lending at myconsumers.org. We'll put the email also on the screen. Step number 6, folks. You want to speak to a CCU rep. I've been giving you the number you need to call, or the email you need to send a message to. You can even walk into a branch and have a conversation with the CCU rep. This is important because, especially if you want to get a high limit, EIN only, business credit card from CCU with bad or fair credit, you want to have a conversation about the requirements. You want to know exactly what's going on, how the application process goes, how long it takes for them to review, what kind of documents you need to provide, all that kind of stuff. Of course, not everything is online. You can read a lot about it online, but it's just a lot better to speak to someone so you can gather intel from within the company. Okay, so this is important. And one thing you need to also understand here is that the rep will ask you why you're looking for a credit card and how much you want, how much you need. Okay, you also want to ask them if they have pre-approvals. In other words, they're not doing a hard pull on you. You want to know if they have a soft pull. You want to talk about the EIN aspect of things, EIN only. Okay, so the whole idea is to structure the loan application so that only your EIN is taken care of and they don't really pull your personal credit. Let me ask you a question here. This is a big decision time. What is first of all, why are you looking for a business credit card? And what kind of current debt do you have? Do you have other debts right now? Do you have debts, business debts? How much do you have? And the question is, if you were to get this business credit card from CCU, would you be able to make the monthly payments? Those are important questions, folks. Okay. And another question is, what is your company's financial situation? Is your company making money right now? Are things cyclical in the industry? This is the kind of stuff you need to think about. Okay, you really have to think about it. And this is not just for the business credit card. This question, this analysis, this conversation that you're having with the CCU rep can also cover things like mortgages. It can cover auto loans. It can cover business credit cards. You can cover business loans, whatever it is. But you just want to have the conversation. So you are clear about the requirements. You are clear about what you need to do to get the card you need and the limits that you need. Step number 7, folks. I want to quickly talk to you about how to apply. And again, we're speaking about how to apply successfully for a high limit EIN only consumers credit union business credit card with bad or fair credit. And I'm showing you on the screen right now. You can request the business Visa card information. Okay, if you need more information, you can go to the link I'm showing you right now on the screen and you can request additional information. But let me quickly walk you through 2 important documents that CCU requires before approving business credit cards and loans. So you have the personal financial statements and the business loan application. And now this loan application also serves as an application form for a CCU business credit card. So the form is the same. So as you can see on the screen here, first we have the personal financial statements. They're asking for your name, your home address, your business phone number, your personal phone number. So this is your personal information, first slide. Then they're asking you for your cash income and expenditure statement for the year. So you have your annual income and your annual expenditures. So this is your P&L, your profit and loss statements. Then you have your balance sheet right below it. So you have your assets here and your liabilities, and when you deduct liabilities from assets, you get a net worth and hopefully it's positive for you. And they also want to know if you have contingent liabilities. Okay, so you put it there. So next we have now a series of schedules. So we have Schedule A, cash savings and certificate accounts. Schedule B, stocks and bonds. Schedule C, accounts and notes receivable. Schedule D, life insurance. Schedule E, other assets and personal property. Schedule F, personal residence and real estate investments, mortgage debt. Schedule G, partnerships, LLCs and corporations. Schedule H, note payable. Schedule I, accounts and bills payable. and Schedule J, other liabilities. So this is a series of schedules whereby Consumers Credit Union is just trying to have an idea of your financial situation, and they want you to provide as much detail as possible. And the next slide here, in the final here, you need to just rate the, you need to certify your declaration, and you need to put your signature and the date. And if there is a co-applicant, you need to put that that person must also put his or her signature and dates the form as well. So that's for the personal financial statement, the PFS. Now let's talk about the business loan application. Again, this application also serves as an application form. It's also an application form for a CCU business credit card. Okay, it's the same application. So you can see here on the first screenshot here, they're asking you for the applicant's information. They're asking for the proposed credit facility. Okay, so you put your name, you put your federal tax ID number, your EIN. Don't put your social, just your EIN. Okay, and you put the proposed credit facility. And you put here, just skip the business purpose of the loan, doesn't apply in this specific case. The second slide here, you have the type of collateral. Normally, they're not asking for collateral when it comes to business credit card. This has a no PG, no personal guarantee. There's no collateral here, so you can actually skip all this section. Number 3, they're asking you for information regarding your business. So this is where you have to put the type of organization you have, the official legal name, the DBA name, doing business as name, the state of organization. You have to put also, you have to attach copies of, for example, articles of incorporation or articles of organization, all that kind of stuff. You also need, on the next slide here, you need to put the principal place of business, the location of accounting books and financial records. They want to know exactly where all the financial information is located for your business. Okay. And the next slide here, they talk about proposed guarantor. Again, if you set things up correctly, if you speak to someone before filling out this application, you could actually skip this section also. And they want you to attach copies of individual financial statements, federal tax returns, and share account statements. On the next slide here, you have the signature. This is the business loan application. This is where you have to read your declaration. You need to certify. You need to put your name and sign. And this has to be every person who actually went through this form. And the next slide here also shows it's just the remaining part of the form. So that's it. So you can see that there are many business. There are many. I would say there are many sections here, but if you are only one person, just fill out the first section and you should be okay. All right, folks, this is it for today's conversation. I was speaking to you very briefly about how to get a high limit EIN only business credit cards from Consumers Credit Union with bad or fair credit. Step number 1, join CCU. Number 2, you want to explore CCU's business credit card. Number 3, you want to bank with CCU. Number 4, you want to explore CCU's services. Number 5, you want to check out CCU's business loans. Number 6, you want to talk to a CCU rep. Number 7, you want to apply. And that's it. Thank you so much, folks, for your attention. I really appreciate it. I will speak to you another time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.